kicker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Miami. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Red, yellow.
Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle.
Throwing to start here is Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Edmonds will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tua to try again on second down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 75 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series. And in fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go with the option. Coming right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 44. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Channing Tindall coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A handoff out of the pistol, it's Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Tucker's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down, Bridgewater. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Go.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down. 50. Green. Yellow.
Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared.